Welcome to your daily writing habit, episode number 179. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book and you need some help finishing it, you're in the right place. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh, also known as Christine Inc., I-N-K, christine-inc.com. Each day I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 18 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that three things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they have the ability to turn someone who doesn't really consider themselves a writer or an author into one. Those three things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. A writer never has a vacation. For a writer, life consists of either writing or thinking about writing. Eugene Ionesco. So, we are talking mindset, specifically the effect of writing on mental health. And this is the third part of a series I began last week on Friday, October 4th. So, if you're looking this up after the fact, episodes 176 and 177 would be the first two pieces of the series. And we're talking about the effects of writing on mental health. And like I did for those first two episodes, here's a quick but serious caveat. If you are suffering from actual mental health symptoms that are having a negative impact on your work life, please seek help from a mental health professional. The content in this broadcast is meant for entertainment and inspirational purposes only. Thank you. And yes, so we're talking about how the world of writing is a veritable breeding ground for mental health jokes. And we're mostly making fun of ourselves. So, of course, none are meant to be disrespectful to others or to those, suffering with mental health issues. But, really in our defense, the jokes come up because as writers, we're all swimming through these kind of mindset sharks together daily, navigating a very unusual and very highly mental hobby, or in some cases like mine, a career choice. So as a result, we're known to be introverted and neurotic and maybe a little ADD, a little OCD. We have anxiety, especially at deadline times, whether, actual deadlines from outside people or actual deadlines that we impose on ourselves. Self-deprecating. And, for those of us who write fiction, it gets even nuttier as there are outside people that are completely made up that are thrown into the mix. So it's a good time being a writer. And, if we're not already kind of a little off, and I think, to become a writer, I don't know what normal, I don't think there is such a thing as normal, but I think we were probably like the eccentric kids, you know what I mean? So being a writer can push us there even further, which brings up the question, why on earth do we keep doing this to ourselves? And my answer is, as contradictory as it sounds, I personally believe that writing is good for your mental health. What? So I gave the first two reasons why I think this in episodes 176 and 177 last week. And here is reason number 3. Writing creates a life of purpose. By way of our WIPs is what we call in writing, WIPs, works in progress. We always have a work in progress as a writer. You always have that one project going, you know what I mean? We always have a project to look forward to. So that's the really great thing. No matter how much time passes between writing sessions, our current writing project, and I put the word current in quotes, is still there waiting for us. Now, with the right perspective, we can actually look at that as something to look forward to and be excited about rather than kind of like this abandoned ghost town of dread that's sitting there staring at us sometimes. So if we look at it as something to look forward to, especially I know personally, back in the day, decades ago, when I had a day job working in an office, I loved my works in progress. My screenplays I was working on, that was the most exciting thing. So when other people, in the office, they went to take smoke breaks, I would take writing breaks. They went on lunch breaks, I went on writing breaks. I would literally run into the door at the end, when I got home from my commute. I lived in LA, so sometimes it was quite the commute. And I would just rush to whatever project I was working on. I couldn't get to it fast enough. And weekends were the most exciting times because weekend, oh my gosh, I got to write all weekend. So for me, when I wasn't working to pay the bills, I was writing. So my work in progress definitely created a sense of purpose, a life of purpose, a life of excitement for me. And that's why it's true sometimes when you hear that, people that have day jobs are actually cranking out books at an alarmingly fast rate, sometimes faster than the rest of us who do it for a living, because they use every time to its maximum. They take every small period of time and they max it out and, do their best with it and, use all those minutes wisely. Because writing projects overall, whether you're doing it on the side or for a living, they create a sense of purpose. And having purpose, research has shown, has a positive impact on mental health. And that's why, again, even today, I have notebooks everywhere that have nothing to do with client projects. I love having a work in progress because it encourages a project. Now, I kind of think like, bored people watch Netflix, writers watch Netflix for entirely different reasons, research and procrastination. Kind of a funny right there. So, overall, writing creates a life of purpose. And what I want to know from you is how does writing help your mental health or your general viewpoint about life? How does writing help you? How does being a writer benefit you, especially from a mental or mindset place? I'm really curious about this. So I hope you will drop by my Inc. Authors group on Facebook and share how does writing help your mental health? Also, while you're in Inc. Authors, feel free to bask in the motivation and accountability and book writing and publishing resources and inspiration and all your fellow authors and publishing resources in there to help you write an awesome book and publish it and market it. Anything you need. Inc. Authors on Facebook. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I'm helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. And if you know someone else who wants to write a book, please point them in this direction, Your Daily Writing Habit on Amazon Alexa, iTunes, Google Play, anywhere where podcasts are. Until tomorrow, happy writing.